press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Adda247. बेल आइकन दबाइए, Adda247 की सारी नोटिफिकेशंस पाइए. Adda247, government job in your pocket.
Hello students, this is Atnesh and you are watching the Daily Vocab Show. Once again, I welcome you all in this show of our official YouTube channel, Adda247 students. Indeed, you know that it's been already started, you have already watched one show. And in this particular show, I'm again going to discuss some words that is of the daily usage words that you can say I have taken from the Hindu newspaper. And students, this particular video is in the English language. And for the same, you will be getting the show that is related to this particular content, you will be getting in Hindi too. So don't worry, all the viewers, all the audience who are watching this show, if they are thinking that whether I'm going to use which language, so I must make it very clear that this show is in English. So for all the students who are waiting for the Hindi, you can watch the other show that is the same content with the same things, same words in Hindi language. Okay, students. So now let's proceed, and I hope you have understood the way, that is the approach of this particular show. In this way, what I'm going to do this, that is around in 30 minutes, I'm going to tell you around 30 words. That is 30 minutes, 30 words. Fine, students. So what I'm going to do is, I have selected some words. I'll be writing them on the board, and after that, I'll tell you the usage of those words. After that, what will be the perfect synonym to that word, I'll let you know. Fine. So let's proceed. First of all, what are the words? The first word I have taken today is, students, it's a simple word, outmaneured. Outmaneured. The word is outmaneured. The first word is outmaneured. Second word I have taken is WOO, woo. Third word I have taken is VIS slash A and VIS. That is whiz-a-whiz. I believe that many of the students out there must have heard this particular word, that is whiz-a-whiz, and how it can be used in the sentence. The fourth word which I have taken is CLATS. Now student, this is the fourth word, and the fifth word which I have taken is ADIEU, adieu. So 5 words altogether. Now you must be thinking that, sir, in the starting you have told us that you will be getting 30 words. How is it possible of 5, how it can become 30? So I should tell you that, students, of every word I'll be giving you 5 more words for every word out here. That means 5 5s are 25, but again 5 more words can be added there in the sense of antonym or in the sense of synonym. So it will make altogether 30 words. So now let's together start that what can be the first condition should be that what should be the usage of this word. I'll write this exact sentence that I have taken from the Hindu newspaper, and after that you will think about the sentence, what can be the meaning of the word in the particular sentence. After that, I'll let you know one more sentence that is from my side. Fine. Then altogether what you're going to do is you can correlate that sentence and you can judge out the meaning. Fine. And finally, I'll be giving you the synonyms. So let's proceed and talk about the meaning, that is the sentence of this particular word. So the first word, outmaneuvered, how it has been used in the sentence, let's talk about it. The first word has been used in the sentence. The example is, students, having outmaneuvered, it's outmaneuvered the big boys. North Korea conducted several nuclear tests and has now reached a point of no return. So students, this is the sentence which I have taken from the Hindi newspaper. So what you're going to do is you have to correlate this particular word, that is outmaneuvered. Having outmaneuvered the big boys, North Korea conducted several nuclear tests and has now reached a point of no return. Now what does it mean exactly and how it can be related to the sentences? So we have to understand. For your help students, I want to say that this is the sentence from my side which you can relate easily, because the sentence which I'll be using will be in a very easy language. Indeed, like sentence, it could be that we never expected that a very old known of ours outmaneuvered OUTMANO, it's NOEUVRED. Fine, are you getting? OEUVRED. So the exact word is outmaneuvered, OUTMANOEMANOEUVRED. This is the correct spelling, and you have to remember that spelling must not go wrong. Students, even I should use UVRED. Now, this is the correct spelling, isn't it? So just don't go wrong, because the spelling might be quite long. So some people will be thinking that, sir, it may go wrong while we are using this particular word. Fine, don't worry about this. So we never, exactly the sentence says, we never thought, the sentence is, we never thought that a very old known of ours outmaneuvered us when we needed him a lot. Now this is the sentence from my side actually. So how can you remember or how can you relate? That students must be thinking. So I must tell them that exactly, students, this particular word outmaneuvered is related when someone leaves you in the time of need. In the time of need, students, yes. So this is the sentence. It is used at the time when you want to say that someone has left you or someone leaves you in the time of need. When there is a need of some like kind of requirement is lot, when you can say you need help of someone, but someone has left you behind or someone has betrayed you, kind of in sense. So this particular word outmaneuvered can be used in the sense of betrayal. You can say in sense of fooling, someone has fooled you out. Fine. So this is the sentence which I have used, and this is the sentence I have taken from the Hindi newspaper. So now let's talk about the synonyms of this particular word. Which synonyms we can take? Students, let's talk about that word. Simply, I have taken a very simple word. The word is, first word I have taken is outwit. It's the sino. I'm writing SYNO, sino. It's outwit. The first word I have taken, outwit. Second word which I have taken is trick. Third word which I have taken is DELUDE, delude. Third word which I have taken is delude, and fourth word which I have taken is fool. Fool is indeed an easy word, students, and I always, what is my perception, what I think is, whenever we are learning any kind of word, whenever we are trying to grab new words, we are trying to enhance our dictionary, that is vocabulary, we must remember one thing, that we should have such kind of words which are pretty easy. People think that when we are enhancing our vocabulary, when we are learning new words, we should only try to focus on difficult words. It's not true. Why? Because when you are trying to relate to a kind of difficult word, you should have some kind of easier words too, so that you can easily connect them. The difficult word can be easily connected to the easy word, so that you can remember at the later point of stage. Fine. So this is my perception, or you can say my thought towards learning this process. Fine. So fifth word which I have taken is outfox. Outfox. So these are the 5 words which I have taken, and in case of antonym, students, you can say simple antonym of outmaneuvered is help. Help can be a term which can be very easily used. If you want to say that very easy antonym to this particular word, outmaneuvered, can be help or to support someone. Okay, fine. So these words can be taken as a synonym and antonym. Now let's proceed to the next word. I hope you are getting the word exact synonyms of the word and also the sentences. Fine. Let's proceed to the next word and talk about that what can be the synonym and what can be the usage. The next word I have taken, students, is woo. A simple word, W-O-O. This is the next word, woo. Now, very important that what is the sentence of this particular word, we have to understand. The sentence which I have taken for the woo is from the newspaper, a very simple sentence indeed. The Netherlands woos Indian startups. Indian startups. Now, there it has been used. The Netherlands woos Indian startups. This is the sentence which I have taken from the Hindu newspaper. And now, students, if they want to understand in my language, I would say that how we can use this word in other language, or you can say a simpler language. I could say that it seems China woos Pakistan in order to, it seems China woos Pakistan in order to betray India. Now, people, students, what you must be thinking, or what is the idea getting in your mind while reading this particular sentence? Because what I was thinking was that it seems China woos Pakistan. Why is China wooing Pakistan? In order to betray India? Like, everyone knows that if two enemies come together, they would certainly be heavier, you can say stronger, to defeat the common enemy. If you have a common enemy, you can say that two enemies become friend when they have a common enemy. And you say, suppose I have an enemy, and you're also an enemy. So what I think that he has the same enemy, I have the same enemy. So why don't I and this person becomes friend? I and this person become friend, then obviously we together can defeat that enemy, particular enemy, isn't it? The same dialogue from the Indian movies, you can say. It seems China woos Pakistan in order to betray India. That is the thing. Now, woo is exactly to, you can say, encourage someone, encouraging someone to achieve your target. It's like to make someone like feel good by using your false, fake words, sugary words, you can say. Encouraging someone to achieve your target, like you are praising someone, you are encouraging someone. So in that mean, you can use the word woo. Woo is also related to choosing something. When you select something, choose something, praise something, and this kind of word can be used. So I think that woo is pretty clear to you. So how we can use in the sentences. Now let's talk about the words that is synonyms to this particular word. Let's have it on the board. Students, I have taken the first word for woo is pursue. P-U-R-S-U-E. It's a pretty simple word, isn't it? The second word which I have taken is ENTICE. Third word which I have taken is, again, I have told you already, you can use it as an antonym, synonym. So, encourage. Fourth word which I have taken is a simple word, students, so that you can remember how we can connect to this word praise. And the last word which I have taken is entreat. Entreat. So these are the 5 words which you have to remember for using this particular word woo. This word has around 5 synonyms. And what can be the antonym? So antonym, in the case of antonym, you can simply say that you hate someone, or when you keep a kind of distance between two. You must have heard a word dodge, DODGE. This can be used as antonym to this word woo. Fine. So these 2 can be the antonym and these 5 can be the synonym. Now let's proceed to the next word. The next word which I have taken today is, students, in the session is whiz. I believe that some of the students must be knowing this particular word, because it's a very popular word indeed. Whiz. Fine. Whiz is a simple word, and how it has been used in the sentence. Let's talk about the particular sentence, whiz. Example says, exploiting their respective strategic calculations. Whiz. After this, the sentence is Pyongyang. Now, this is the sentence which I have taken from the newspaper. So, I think that you must have heard the news exploiting the respective strategic calculation vis-a-vis Pyongyang. So, this is the term which has been used now. Let me know, students, if you know about this particular word vis-a-vis, what can be the correct meaning. So before saying this, I should use this particular word in according to my language. What could be a perfect sentence? Sentence can be on the war front, North Korea wishes to see the USA whiz a whiz. This is a simple sentence I have used. I can tell you a sentence where in the many times, if you have heard in the commentary during the cricket matches, they say that India whiz a whiz Pakistan. Fine. Yeah, you can say that either many teams are going to face whiz a whiz. Whiz a whiz exactly means something when you are saying someone that he is in front of you, in front of someone. Being in front of someone is like whiz a whiz. When you are in front of someone, you can say he was whiz a whiz. Whiz a whiz in that context can be termed to be face to face. Fine. So these are the 2 sentences. First sentence is from the Hindi newspaper and this is from my side, and you can easily understand, and you have also the it's a kind of responsibility is yours, that students, you have to use this word in your sentence, because if you have to enhance your vocabulary, you have to use these words so that you can, in order to sustain them. It's not necessarily that you just watch the show and just forget them. You have to keep on using these words so that you can maintain that dictionary, that is vocabulary, in your mind, isn't it? Students, so now let me tell you the words which I have taken for this particular word. Words which I have taken, students, are very easy. The first word for synonym as vis-a-vis I have taken is face to face. Face to face. Fine. Second word I have taken is counter. P-A-R-T, counterpart. This is also, counterpart is kind of person who supports you, who is along with you. That is a person, counterpart. So after counterpart, I have used also a word, someone who is present, who is near you. And the fourth word I have taken is escort. Escort is also a kind of a counterpart who is along with you, who is there to support you, who is there to attend you, exactly, attendant kind of person. So for a vis-a-vis, you can use these words, fine. And in antonym, you can already use, there's not a particular word, but you can use in sense of someone who is not along with you, who is not there, who is not present, fine. So in that sense, you can use this word. Now let's proceed to the fourth word and talk about the same conditions about the fourth word. The fourth word which I have taken, students, is a very simple and a very important term that you must have heard many times, that is CLANDESTINE. Now this is the word clandestine. Now how can we use this word clandestine? Let's talk about the sentence about clandestine. The sentence is pretty easy. It says, Russia having had clandestine dealings with the North Korea, Korean regime in the past also has no cards to play. Now, let's understand. It's a simple sentence indeed. Russia having had clandestine dealings. It means Russia must have dealt out in some ways. With whom? With obviously North Korea. Regime in the past. In past, they have dealt out in some ways. Also has no cards to play. Now, someone has no cards to play means have no, you can say, step to walk ahead or to move, isn't it? So, exactly, if I want to use this particular word, should be in sense of before the election could take place, two parties decided to meet in a clandestine. And this is my sentence. And I think you can easily connect with this particular sentence. Before the election could take place, two parties decided to meet in a clandestine. It is something when you meet someone secretly. Are you getting, students? When you meet someone secretly or when you try to hide the details of that meeting, that particular term can be defined or described as what? Clandestine. Are you getting, students? So clandestine is not a very difficult word. Indeed, it's a simple word. Now let's talk about the synonyms. And students, one thing I may not be telling you again and again, but the important thing is that you have to take the screenshot while I am writing on the board or while I am telling you everything out there, because I am using the content in my hand and I am writing on the board. So what you have to do, you just have to take the screenshot, and also remember that you just can remember them. You cannot take it down. Like, it's not important that you are just writing on the kind of newspaper paper or some kind of notebook. It's also important that if you can take the screenshot, it will do fine. So what are the words which I have taken? The first word I have taken is secret. The first word which I have taken is secret. Secret is in a kind of sense of meeting, or you can say anything. Secret. And the second word I have taken is covert. Third word which I have taken is surreptitious. Surreptitious is a nice word, students, and I expect you to use it as much as possible. Surreptitious, it's a nice word. It's also a term which can perfectly define something which is secretly done. Fine, surreptitious. In the sense of cheating someone, also surreptitious is used. So surreptitious, furtive, furtive. And the fifth word which I have used is a nice word. Everyone would like it. Hush, hush. Now come on. Someone must be thinking that what is the kind of word, the hush, hush. It's like pushing the puppy away and you are trying to say some kind of animal is in front of you and you are trying to say, just go away the animal. If say suppose the dog is in front of you and saying hush, hush, but actually hush, hush means to meet someone secretly or have a kind of secret meeting with someone, to cheat someone or to betray someone in order to do this. But hush, hush is a nice word, isn't it? So you can use these words in the sense of synonym to the word clandestine. Now let's proceed and talk about the last word. The last word which I have taken, students, is a very simple. Actually, students, for this, if you are thinking that what should be the antonym to the clandestine, so you can use many words can be used as an antonym for the clandestine word. Say suppose you can say open, something which is ajar, half open. There is a word ajar also that means half open, or something which is not closed or which can be disclosed, isn't it? So you can use those words. So the last word which I have taken is ADIEU. This is the word. Now let's first of all talk about the sentence. The sentence which I have taken for this particular word is a very simple from the newspaper. Bidding ADIEU, adieu to a mighty warrior. Fine. So this is the sentence that has been taken from the Hindi newspaper. Now once again I say that I can use a sentence for you students so that you can connect with that sentence. Fine. So what sentence I should use for adieu is, after completing my 12th standard the juniors bid us with a nice adieu. Now students, what I expect is every student out there would be very easily able to connect with this condition, because I have used after completing my 12th standard the juniors bid us. You can say, because I have used us here, so you should use bid completing our. After completing our 12th standard, the juniors bid us with a nice adieu. What does it mean? It means that many times you must have noticed when you complete the final year or when you are about to leave your college premises or your schools, whatever, the junior ones to you always are ready to, or they are supposed to actually, they are supposed to give the farewell, isn't it? So adieu is a word when you use kind of farewell, bidwell, or you say just say bye. Okay, when you just say goodbye to someone for his bright future, you can use this word adieu. So I have used in the sentence, and bidding adieu to a mighty warrior is also saying farewell. So in this particular sense, you can use this word adieu. It's saying goodbye to someone. Now it's a simple one. Now let's talk about the synonyms which I have taken for this word, students, so that you can easily connect. The synonym which I have taken is a simple one. The first word is farewell. Farewell. The second word which I have taken is it's a nice word. I think many must have not heard. Cheerio is CHEERIO. Cheerio. The third word which I have taken is, students, sayonara. You must laugh after listening to this word. That is sayonara. Has anyone out there heard the word sayonara? Because in Indian music, that is Bollywood, there was a song, I could say that it was in late 90s or late 80s, there was a song which also had a word sayonara. Don't say sayonara, isn't it? So sayonara is a word which is also used to describe something when you want to say someone goodbye. When you want to say someone bid goodbye or bid farewell, you can use the word. It's a kind of Japanese word indeed, isn't it? So sayonara is a word exactly to say someone goodbye. Fourth word which I have taken is a nice word, Godspeed. Godspeed. So Godspeed is also a word which can be the synonym to the word adieu. Now students, antonym can be abuse, curse, many words like that can be the antonyms to this word adieu. So now my purpose is just to make you aware that students, it should not go very lengthy. The video should not go very lengthy. If you have any kind of suggestions or if you have any kind of related comments to this video that I could add or I could remove or I could change something, editing can be done because it's just for you guys, and that too it is in English. So all the students, all the viewers who are expecting that everything should be in English, I have tried it from my side, and if you have any kind of suggestion, you can just tell me in the comment box. And students, just keep watching our shows. This is Ratnesh signing off with the session. Thank you so much.
Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Adda247. बेल आइकन दबाइए, Adda247 की सारी नोटिफिकेशंस पाइए. Adda247, गवर्नमेंट जॉब इन योर पॉकेट.